Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
Masterpiece Astrology.
We're here with your forecast this week, Sunday, October 1st through Saturday, October 7th. The week starts with some real grounded Earth energy with Pluto trining Mars. A lot of good work we can get done. Gets a bit dreamy Monday and Tuesday with the moon in Pisces, but we're building up to Thursday's full moon, highlighting the Aries-Libra axis of I and the other, the individual and the relationship. Thursday's going to be a powerful day for you. We're going to spend a lot of time on that. Friday, it gets a little bit rocky. I think on Friday we're going to find that you're going to need to stay adaptable. There's going to be some unexpected things going on. Expect some surprises. Saturday, we start to relax a bit after this really intense week. So, Heather, I mean, Aries, Libra, but starting out with Virgo.
I actually kind of saw this week starting out as being kind of fun and creative with the moon in Pisces.
It is. Yeah. Also a lot of work, though, possible with that.
Well, work has been kind of the theme going on the past
I'm repeating myself.
But no, well, we do that.
It's been Virgo.
But now with the Libra, it's kind of our relationships to work and the people we work with and people.
That's a really good point. A lot of the work is being kind of steered towards the relationship axis, Aries, Libra. So I guess
their connection to one another
and that's highlighted with Mars and Venus. All week long, Mars and Venus are doing a dance together. They're conjunct, and so those energies, Venus softens Mars, doesn't it?
I believe it does. Yeah, it's a lot less harsh, but it's still competitive.
Yep, still competitive.
And it involves the male-female type.
It's friendly competition. Friendly competition, male-female.
Yeah, opposition. There's definitely that kind of an opposition.
I think so.
Male-female.
There was that. So I think when we think about Virgo, we still have Venus and Mars and Virgo trining Pluto starting the week.
Yeah.
And what do you think that really means for our
Well, it
viewers?
just kind of adds a lot of more intensity to the Virgo.
It does,
but it's a friendly kind of thing. So that's why I'm saying, like, it could bring on intense, discipline and focus. And if you're really trying to bear down on a project and get it together, you'll be able to have that energy to focus in on that project or whatever you're working on.
Yeah, again, the details.
It works very well with analyzing and details, and it's also competitive to a certain degree.
But it's going to be a little bit friendly because of Venus there.
It would be like, playing, what were we talking about?
Scrabble, word games, crosswords.
Trivia Pursuit, something where you can kind of one-up somebody and go, I'm smarter than you.
But it's still fun because it's a social game.
Yeah,
so we're talking that kind of friendly. You kind of like rip somebody a little bit.
You can get a little mad and throw, something at the person.
It's friendly in the beginning of the week, but I think as we move towards the full moon, a lot of this energy that's male-female, Mars-Venus together in Virgo, we're starting to see that work that we can do that's very detail-oriented. You can kind of see that towards our relationships.
Absolutely.
Pardon me, our relationships, because what's happening is we're thinking about Aries, Libra, and then kind of how do we define ourselves in relationships?
That is something that I've noticed through a lot of, I've known both Libras and Aries Aries are always looking at the other person in terms of how can I one-up that person.
We love our Aries friends. They're very courageous, but they do this.
They're very competitive.
They're always competitive.
Libras don't see that they do that.
No, they don't, but
they do to a degree. They're looking for how can they figure out how to get that person to do what they want in some sort of way. And it's not like a manipulative game playing kind of way. It's kind of
Libra does it in the name of harmony and peace and seeking
how can I please the other person
in relationship
but still get what I want.
And while promoting peaceful relations.
Balance,
Well, I think Libras always get what they want through relationship. Libra is the sign that uniquely learns through relationship with others. And a lot of their lessons are through partnership.
So the lesson here is no matter, even if you're not a Libra or an Aries or a Capricorn or a Cancer,
all the cardinal signs,
cardinal signs, you're still going to feel that kind of energy whether you're at work or home or dealing with your kids' teachers and, your kids and their social structure that they're trying to deal with, how to balance that.
I think you're talking about how the Earth energy really, like we got Pluto and Capricorn, Mars, Venus, and Virgo. Earth is about social structures.
It's about structure in general, in some sort of way. there's an organization to the structure, and it's discipline, and it's kind of, even though Capricorn's a little shady
Where
and
Pluto is right now.
they're usually pretty humble and don't really think about themselves. Capricorn's a little shady on that.
Well, they're ambitious.
They're ambitious.
They're climbers.
Not all earth signs are like that, like Taurus and your Virgos.
No, Taurus is
really...
so sedate sometimes we need to take a pulse. It's
yeah.
true. But we do. Well, no, we don't want to
And
really.
Virgo, you just want to put them in timeout and tell them to shut up.
No, because they obsess about the details.
Yeah.
So on Thursday with this full moon, we're going to have Venus and Mars conjunct in Virgo, trining Pluto. So that's one element, and then we have Mercury involved in the opposition between the Sun and the Moon, which is what a full moon is.
Yes.
Now the full moon and the new moon every 2 weeks, those lunations, just as they affect all of us with the tides and moods, they're really important for us to pay attention to, because the moon is either so bright or so dark. All the other aspects are really emphasized. So this full moon really emphasizes moon in Aries, Sun in Libra, Pluto and Capricorn is forming a hard square to that opposition, and then Mercury's involved. So all those planets, what do you think?
I would say it's self versus others, our relationship to ourself versus our relationship to other people. Where do we fit in? Do we want to fit in?
Exactly.
Is there something that needs to be changed? Is there somebody pressing our buttons? Because especially with the moon in Aries and this Uranus activity, it could create some explosions, or maybe just a new sense of freedom, like, wow, I can actually think about myself for once.
And it could be a new sense of freedom, because you might just blow up a relationship. I mean, it is possible, and I don't mean that in a negative way.
Right, or you can meet like the most wonderful person who's like,
yes,
and it blows your mind that this person even exists, and it's like, wow, like you're here, and it's a totally new experience.
The only thing I'd watch out for is with the Mercury involved and Pluto involved, that can be, there is some possibility of sharp words. Really, if any emotions have been repressed this lunation in your relationships, whatever the structure, you can expect things to have a likelihood of blowing. Be mindful of that.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, but it's not always necessary.
Yeah.
So
should be some Freudian slips.
Yeah, that could actually happen with Mercury involved, right?
Well, in the beginning of the week with Neptune, where you're not even really aware of anything, you're all daydreamy and happy and like, you know.
That confusing energy of Neptune, I think, can really build up to some arguments and fights, because if things are just so unclear.
If you're an artist, this is a great week for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like an accountant or something, you may find it a little irritating and maybe, wanting to go on vacation.
I can see that with all those Virgo details trining Pluto and Capricorn.
Yeah.
I really think the full moon's definitely on Thursday is potentially explosive, because it's also lighting up that Jupiter-Uranus opposition that we've just had on September 27th, which is also Aries and Libra. Again, there's a lot of freedom issues in relationships.
Yeah.
But that the Virgo, the Venus and Mars and the Pluto really allow for a lot of good hard work to be done this week.
Yeah, really good work.
And it feels friendly. And the competition doesn't feel too cutthroat. It feels kind of friendly.
I feel like I actually feel like this is gonna be kind of a fun week, as long as you don't have any, big deadlines come. I mean, even if you do have big deadlines, in my office we have big deadlines, and we're getting through it. Little by little. It's a little overwhelming, but we're getting the task done, and it's just, just kind of remembering that there is the end in sight, and also you don't have to get depressed about what's going on, or, I guess, frazzled.
No, not at all, because we've been kind of a bit weary with our awareness of the collective suffering. I mean, that's come to the forefront of the last few lunations and the eclipses in August. We're moving now away from that energy, the planets are moving into Libra, and our focus is moving away from work and away from details and towards our relationships with others and ourselves.
And having actually a lot of fun, especially as the planet gets more into Libra, and I'm actually looking forward to the middle of October where we have some really big news. A big
Yes.
planet is changing
Yes.
changing guard.
Yes.
And
Jupiter's been in Libra. It's going to move into Scorpio on October 10th.
yeah,
Just around the
super
corner.
excited about that.
We're gonna talk,
In December we've got Saturn changing guard.
into going into Capricorn.
Okay,
We
going
have
into
some kind
Capricorn.
of big cosmic gears kind of clunking and changing sign, bringing
Yeah.
in new energy.
This is a year of different changing energy in kind of like a big way, you know, and next year is also going to be a little bit big too, but we'll work on just this year.
I think looking at it 1 week at a time, helping you through the moods of the week, we can
Yeah.
be of service at that, but we do also want to help you look at the connection with the collective.
Yeah.
We're increasingly going to be looking at the chart of the United States from
Yes.
1776, because a lot of aspects coming up the next few years are
Yeah.
going to bring some strong, powerful changes to this country.
Absolutely.
It's really exciting. So
Definitely.
meanwhile, just get through the full moon, mind your tongue, try not to get into too many verbal arguments, and keep the competition friendly.
And have fun. This is a good
It
creative
is a fun
way.
week. It's fun.
Yeah,
Thursday there's a lot of
fun.
sparks, but believe me, it can be a great night to go out and have some fun.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
if
thank you
like-
so much.
And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell if you want notifications for when we upload our next video.
Absolutely, and we'll be back at the end of the week with another forecast for you. So until then, take care and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.